Hi, I'm Jared Knockham. I had sex with your girlfriend last night without a condom. Yeah, you might have to get that like checked out or whatever. Not my fault. She's a whore anyway. Don't worry about it. That's Bob. He's cool. Don't mind him. Anyway, I have a good story for you. You don't even know. Good family story. It's about two young children and a life's adventure. Me being one of the young children. It was a good time. Up until things went mad. So anyway, me and my friend, right, I'm driving down the road at like 2 in the morning. It's in my Chevy, little Corsica, nice little car. Anyway, so it's like 2 in the morning. There's a lot of deer out there. Lots of deer. Big teeth and shit. Fucking terrifying. So anyway, we're driving, and it's a real hilly road, real hilly. A lot of like little, like short, choppy hills. So we get to this one point where I'm only going like 35 down this fucking road and a 55. I come over this hill, and sure as shit, there's this pretty decent sized doe standing at the bottom. So I'm like, oh, slow down. Ooh, I slow down, start swerving. Ooh, go the other lane, and this doe's like, like kind of staring at me, like, oh. And she wanders out into my lane. So I slow down. So I swerve back in the other lane, and she kind of stops right in between, and I fucking hit her. Wait, like that, like 10 miles an hour, maybe. She flies up over my hood. There's like 3 or 4 barrel rolls, and it lands in front of my car. I'm just like, fuck. Fuck. I hit a deer. Shit. I mean, it's not uncommon in upstate New York, but what are you gonna do? So I hit this deer, and I get out. Me and my buddy, we get out. We look, and my car, like, I'm like, oh man, it fucking destroyed it. But no, it didn't. No, nay, listen here, sir or ma'am. It actually just cracked the license plate frame. For the little plastic thing around the license plate, cracked it. And then I look at the deer. She's kind of looking up at me, and both her front legs are fucking mangled. Mangled, the least the way to put it. They're all like tweaked around like behind her ears and shit. Horrifying experience for a young child at that age. At 2 in the morning, that too. Because, I mean, you're going to go to bed and that's all you're thinking about. Nightmares galore. So, I'm like, alright, we're next to the only house within like 20 fucking miles. We can't shoot it. Even though I wish we could to put out of its misery. He's like, I have an idea. Let's go back to my house. So we do. We go back to his house. 2 minutes down the road. I'm sitting in his driveway, just sitting there, playing with the radio. He's in there for like 5 minutes. I'm just waiting. He comes out, and behind along in his hand, he has a sword. A fucking sword. Like, Conan? No, you probably don't, because you're probably a douche. But yeah, he's got a sword. He comes out with a fucking sword, right? Like, the 6-foot sword. Like, wow, like, what are you going to do with this sword? He's like, just watch. So we put it in the trunk. We go back to the scene of the accident, where this deer is all propped up, just kind of like staring at us, blowing fucking steam out of its nose. So I got my mag light shining on this deer. Just shining. It's peering up at me. And you've probably seen Happy Gilmore, how he gets that good running swing at the golf ball every time. Well, he does this to this deer, except it's more of a baseball swing, like the old Louisville Slugger, with a sword, might I add. And he hits this deer in the throat with all his might, body thrust and all, and it chops it right in the throat. Because of the fur goes down though, like your hair, it doesn't penetrate. It just karate chops it really hard in the esophagus and like squishes its atoms out. It was like, all made like terrible gasping and gagging and gurgling sounds. The 3 Gs, if you know what I mean. And then he gets this lust for blood. This bloodlusty lust. Very traumatic. So he starts thrusting with this sword into this little doe's throat, over and over and over again. Blood gushing everywhere out of this poor deer's throat. He hits it one time really low, like the diaphragm, like in this chestal region, and it sticks. He tries yanking it out, won't come out. So he kicks it in the forehead, yanks it out, and when he does this, it rears up and kicks him in the fucking hand with a big bruise on it. Very painful, from what he tells me. This bruise was for a day or two. And then at this point in time, as he was about to pass this blood-wielding sword off to me, we hear a car coming over the horizon. So we dip out. At which point we turn around after the car pulls into a near driveway. And I'm like, that deer's, it's on its way out to the pearly gates. It's gonna go shake hands with St. Peter if deer go to heaven, do their old hibbity jibbity up there with all the other deer. I don't know. I don't know what St. Peter allows deer or not. You'd have to ask him when you get there. But either way, I go to clean it off a little bit more of the tires on my car. Poor deer. Poor deer. Gets me every time. No, it's actually kind of cool. True story though. True story.